says 3. Good morning. I was just letting everybody know I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning with my dog. So these girls I also had a doctor's appointment about my shoulder, more information on that. So these girls had gotten our Facebook Lives ready this morning, and they have piled a whole bunch of stuff over here for me to go through. So sit down, grab your tea, and thank you for joining us. Get ready. Okay, coffee. I'm a coffee drinker, but some people like tea. Maybe I had too much coffee this morning. Okay, we've got new white backs. I'm going to do these first because they are the biggest, most behemoth thing on this table. So we have some that read as tonal, greens and burgundy and gray. And we have some new patriotic ones. Vicki, can you see this? These are a red, white, and blue one, and we've got a navy one that'll probably go fast. I hope they ordered 2 bolts of it. Oh, and in the middle here, we have some, let's save these guys for later. Oh, we have some traditional ones. Look at the navy traditional and the tan traditional one. They have a little vine and leaf pattern. I think Jane's coming up to see them right now.
No.
So we have a growing section of white backs, and it's fitting because we do a lot of quilting for others, and we do just a lot of quilting related things on our long arms. So speaking of long arms, we have a big sale going on right now on our stationary long arm machines. So if you are interested in starting the new year out, being able to finish your own quilts, now would be a good time to come to the store. We've got floor models that are for sale and with reduced pricing, and also on our stationary machines. So that is unbelievable pricing on that stationary Capri. So, of course, all of our machine sales come with lifetime training. Let's do the next thing on this table. February's coming up, and we have a Valentine gnome panel. So these are stuffies, ever popular stuffies, and they have a lot of patterns on them that you could use for thread painting on your long arms. So Ruth made these up for us last night. That must mean she's feeling better because she actually sewed. And so here they are. What she did was she pre-quilted them. So she took the panel and quilted it up. She did an edge-to-edge design because she was in a hurry. But you could do, some thread painting in the beard area and some texture painting on all. There's one, this girl has all the stripes on her. So this is a pair of gnomes. They are clearly in love. And 2 other gnome stuffies. We thought a good, simple, easy gift for Valentine's is a box of chocolates.
Big box.
I like the bigger box. And some little love pillow to your sweetheart. So come and take a look at the gnome panels. They're not going to last long. And Ruth can give you more details about how she stitched these up, quilted them before she then made the pillow. She's got all kinds of tips and tricks. Ruth is our stuffy specialist, And I think she's working on a surprise for Easter too, so we should have that, be able to announce that coming up pretty soon too. So let's move this table out, and I'm going to move the next thing in. I might just have to drive against the brakes. There we go. And let's take a look at this card. I made up a little short kind of sample demo for a pattern I've been wanting to do for a while. This is a pen and paper design called Sparrow. And I've had many people, I've been sharing my love for this pattern with a few people. So I've had people who've said they wanted to do the class. I have booked some dates, and I'm also doing it now because tomorrow's National Bird Day. And I don't know if you know this, but when Stella started the store in 2014, she had a little birdie inspiration, as did I. We're both big lovers of birds. And so this pattern we are going to teach as a class. Ruth, when's our first class date? I think maybe
January 30th.
January 30th. And it's a lot of little pieces, a lot of cutting and a lot of keeping your colors in order. So a class would really help you in doing this. And this is similar to an Elizabeth Hartman pattern in that there are little parts and pieces and lots of little cuttings. So it's great to take a class to help you stay organized when you're doing a project like this. Other than that, it's just all birds, but it's a beautiful quilt. You can take a look at it online, and you can call. Vicki will set up that class today in the system, and so you'll be able to sign up for it later this afternoon or tomorrow, and we'll order all the patterns. No special rulers needed. Speaking of which, we are also doing some Elizabeth Hartman sew-alongs. Remember, we talked about this with Rainforest Cafe. So we have a group of ladies, I think it's 6 or 7 people doing Rainforest Cafe, and the fabrics are now available for pickup. So I know you guys have signed up for your subscription, you've paid for your subscription online, and we're going to start taking those monthly fees out. So January, your fabric is ready, and that January, that first portion of the pattern is copied for you and out front waiting for you. I did that Monday when Jennifer was off, and then I was off yesterday for my fusion. So Jennifer, you and me, we have to have a little update on that. But they are ready at the front desk with your name on them, and I'm going to be sewing an Elizabeth Hartman too. I guess I keep getting roped into these small piece quilts. So I'm going to start making a new Elizabeth Hartman project, and I'm going to sew on Tuesdays, which is when we have our sit and sew. And so if you're doing Rainforest Cafe and you don't really understand, or it's your first Elizabeth Hartman, you're free to come in here and sew with me, and we'll sew together, and I'll help you also do your cutting and keep you organized for those blocks as well. Those are nice big blocks, 20-inch. Speaking of big blocks, this is our next Alpha Girls project. They will start this on January 9th. Now, Alpha Girls, if you don't know, is an evening class we have. And I think the class time is 5:30 to 8:30. So it's great for those people that are working and want to come in. It's a good group of ladies. They all get along and are fun to hang out with. And they do projects that are kind of decided as they go. So I think this will be a 2-month class. It'll probably take at least 3 classes, maybe 4 if you've never done a Dresden before. It's a good class to learn. It's only got 3 Dresdens in it. It's using a layer cake, so a 10-inch square. A lot of us have layer cakes at home we don't have a pattern for. We love to collect those pre-cuts. The store loves to buy the pre-cuts. And so grab your layer cake, sign up for Alpha Girls. The first class is next Monday night, January 9th. And Amy will be teaching that in Carlotta's absence. And she's got a nice table runner for you. These are also big blocks. So this could be even like a table scarf, really, with the size of it. So she's done the pointed Dresden here. And we used the Creative Grids Dresden ruler, which we have in stock. But I think she's also going to demo the rounded Dresden as well. Probably, I think you're going to do a lot of cutting the first class, so maybe the second class she will have rounded Dresden and be able to demo and teach you that technique as well. So, if you've never done a Dresden, you've always wanted to try, doing a class is a great way to try a new skill, and because you've got a teacher to help you guide you through it. She's going to give you all the tips and tricks, and she's going to show you what to look out for and what not to do, right? That's helpful. Those landmines, right, that we run across if we're doing a pattern, then we set that pattern away and we don't finish it because we've made this mistake and we don't know how to overcome it. Now, we've all got those unfinished patterns, so this Friday the 6th, is the last day for you all to submit your list for the CEO Club, the Completely Executed Objects Club. So we want you to, and I talked a little bit about this last Wednesday, we want you to give us a list of your unfinished projects that you want to get done this first half of the year. And so we are going to give away a prize every single month. And in order to get into the drawing for that prize, you need to bring us a completely executed object. You can post a picture on Facebook. Vicky's going to make a Facebook pic that you can post your list to. You can post a picture of the finished project to. But every month, if you have submitted a completely executed object, you will be in the drawing. And the more months you're in the drawing, the bigger the prizes get for the winners. So if you do all 6 projects in the first month, you still only get 1 entry, but you can add things to your list to get you through the 6 months. So don't feel like you have to only do 1 project. This is to get you to finish projects, and then you can just go on to the next one and add the next one to your list. We've got several people, at least a dozen I know, that are signed up and have submitted their lists. Some people have simple lists. You know, they need to finish this table run, or they need to put the binding on a quilt. I know I have a stack of quilts at home that all need binding, and they've been finished for 2+ years. The last thing I'm going to show you guys is bad. Is the new Batiks. Remember last month I showed you some Batiks, about 6 or 8 peach colored ones, and about 6 or 8 yellows, light colored yellows, and we talked about new Batiks that we were going to get in to fill out our selection. We noticed we had, Amy and Vicki noticed we had a lot of darks on our wall, but we were really lacking in the springtime colors and the light colors. So this is the next installment of those Batiks. We have purples, blues, greens, pinks, in several different patterns. Vicki, can you get this on here? Mm-hmm. I just noticed, or Ruth actually brought it to my attention, these are just in time for spring. An Easter quilt or something like that. These would be good colors for a baby quilt. Any babies you know that are due in the spring, this would be a good time to come and pick out your selections and get started on a springtime project. So that might be all I have. I'm looking over here at the notes saying, I got it all. I fit it all in today. Thank you guys for joining us. And again, we look forward to seeing you in the shop. Come stop by on this gloomy day and come see us.